Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of a New World, Snap Judgment Review. Alright, calm down you Symphoniacs out there. This is only a Snap Judgment Review because I haven't beat the game. I've only finished 2 chapters of the game. Now you might ask, why don't I just finish the game first? Easy. I hate these type of RPGs. I prefer turn-based battle systems like Lunar, Persona, or to a lesser extent, Final Fantasy. Like I explained in my Super Monkey Ball review, I think Final Fantasy has gotten too complicated for its own good. The publisher's plans look like they decided to rip off every minigame they've ever seen, and systematically find some way to consistently mess them up, because they think they're making them better. Or as I call it, the Final Fantasy syndrome. Basically, you take something simple and jack with it for no reason. Like in Final Fantasy 12, where you can't just equip your weapons, you have to have the license to use that weapon. In every Final Fantasy game, they have to find some way to overcomplicate something. And that's one of the main reasons I can't stand the Final Fantasy series anymore. I don't enjoy these real-time action RPGs, since it's mostly just a game of attack and back away. I like RPGs that are laid back and enjoyable. The only RPG that I've ever finished that was real-time action-based is Kingdom Hearts 2, and that was only because I liked the characters. Now the characters in this game were very endearing and mostly likable. Plus the game was genuinely funny and entertaining, so it wasn't too much of a chore to play this game. Although I think this game might win the award for the most sissy main character. As you start out the game, he's truly one of the most spineless, irritating characters. Now through the story, the character does evolve. Now I'm going to extremely simplify the plot since it was so complex. Apparently the worlds were once 2 worlds, and they were brought together. It's caused nothing but problems to the combined worlds, with lakes that have gone dry and strange weather patterns all around. You play as Emil, who has been sent to his relative's house to stay after a villain named Lloyd murdered his parents. Lloyd? Really? I'm sorry to all the Lloyds out there, but that's not a very scary villain's name. Uh-oh, here comes Lloyd! What, was Myrtle too busy to be a villain in this game? I know that Lloyd's character is from another Tales game, so you don't have to write to me. I'm just saying the name alone screams, I'm not really a villain, and I'll join you to clear my name at some point. I don't know if that's true, but I would bet this cookie that I would be right.
Daddy, I just looked it up. You're right, you can have your cookie.
I knew it. That's a good cookie.
Emil eventually meets a girl named Marta, who has been hunted by the Vanguard, who want to stop her from awakening a demon named Ratatosk. It gets even more complicated from there. You then meet up with a Centurion named Tenebrae, who helps you in harnessing the power of the elements, and lets you make pacts with other monsters so they can join your group and help in battle. There are a lot of cutscenes in the game, which I personally liked. I enjoy RPGs for the story, not for the battling, so this game had plenty for me to enjoy. In addition to the cutscene advancement of the plot, there were a lot of optional conversations you could also listen to. The battles were all real-time, which means one thing: button mashing. You have to keep up a good rhythm if you want to dish out the best hits, and you'll need to know when to block or back away. You can only control your character. The rest of the party will be controlled by the AI, which did an okay job. You can change the way the AI attacks, but you'll never have full freedom to control the other characters. As your character levels up, he'll learn new attacks, which can be pulled off easily by mapping the moves that you want to the quick keys. These quick keys were much appreciated and made combat easier. There are many different things you could do in battle, from regular attacks, magic, or even comboing attacks together. It was interesting that the overworld that you had to travel in was just a basic map that you point and click where you wanted to go, but the dungeons themselves were nice and well made. Some of them were really tricky and challenging, but at the same time not too challenging. There were mini games you could play using the motion controls of the Wiimote, but they really didn't add anything fun to the game, and I was glad when they were over so I can get back to playing the game. Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of a New World isn't my type of game, but it was engaging enough for me to almost want to keep playing it. But in the end, it was my dislike for this type of RPG that made me stop playing it. If you're the type of gamer that really loves the real-time combat battle system, then you will love this game. And if you do like those type of games, then this game is worth a buy.